UDP part is coming from a Python file where we just type in the name of the city. And we will have some audience interaction, so get ready, start thinking of cities. So right now we're on Baton Rouge. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Just took 10 seconds. So you want to talk about what's actually happening right now?
Yeah, so what's actually happening right now is it's taking historical weather data from over this past week, the temperature readings in 2-hour intervals, and it's transporting all of those into mini notes. So what you're hearing is actually the degrees changing throughout the week.
Oh, I will.
So this is the sound of Baton Rouge. If you ever wanted to know what the temperature of Baton Rouge sounded like?
That's what it is. It sounds about right.
And then I don't know if you can see this, but we're just gonna change to London. Does that have caps lock on? You can see, gone and changed to London. The temperature is lower. It's in Fahrenheit, so you know the MIDI value is lower. We have this live recording on the bottom. That's the actual temperature readings.
More accurately, the waveform that's being produced. Not really.
Yeah, wait, so are you generating MIDI notes and then displaying the audio from your oscillators in your buffer, or are you
Yeah, so it looks like just noise.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll go to San Francisco. They have nice weather.
It's nice with fun.
New Hollywood.
Los Angeles.
I don't think it really changed anything.
No, really.
That's the same place. We'll go somewhere hot, maybe like Cairo.
What about Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Oh, the southern hemisphere is in summer right now. So like
Earth.
Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro. How do you spell it?
Janero, right?
Janeiro.
Oh, word.
Janeiro.
Alright.
Wait, I think it's IE. Let's try that.
No,
Not an English major, guys.
it's gotta be.
Houston.
It's gonna sound like that.
Yeah, like, how do you say it?
And then, so the MIDI instrument actually changes based on the current temperature.
New Denver.
So,
The capital of North Korea.
I don't know why I type Baton Rouge
I don't
again.
even remember what the capital was.
Raleigh.
Pyongyang.
I cannot spell that.
Yeah.
R-A. I can't fucking spell it either.
I actually have a list of cities, and you guys are all shouting out. We'll do Lisbon.
How about hometowns? Where are you all from?
I'm from here, sadly.
Detroit?
Detroit. This is go to Detroit.
It's cold.
Yeah, so it gets really low. So an interesting part of the project is it'd be a lot easier to make an HTTP request in Python, but the only thing being transmitted over UDP is the longitude and latitude. So you can see, let's make this bigger, I guess. Or not.
Change the font name stuff.
Oh, right. Well, don't worry about that. You can kind of see in that URL, the latitude and longitude is actually what we're changing. And Max is doing the GET request, not Python, which was a challenge. Any other cities?
Fairbanks in Alaska.
Oh, what was that?
Juneau?
Juneau is interesting. We did this like last night at 11 p.m., so it's a little different.
It's EAU,
Yeah.
not O.
You can laugh. It's okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's really cold. You know, we're somewhere hot.
Las Vegas, maybe?
Ooh, good call.
LOS.
It also works with countries.
Kansas City.
Miami.
It's cold everywhere now.
Yeah.
This is kind of okay.
So for Miami.
Miami's a little hotter. Arizona?
Florida.
Phoenix.
It's a cold.
Whenever you use like generic places like Arizona, does it take like an average of like
That would be the person who made the API.
I
don't know. So you can probably see, it's kind of, let me blow this up. When I typed in Arizona, it just gave me this longitude and latitude.
I see.
Wherever that is.
Where they decided Arizona.
Let's see, I guess.
Phoenix.
It's OE. So.
Yeah, so Phoenix and then Arizona are exactly the same place.
Does it do countries too?
Sure. You have Peru.
Lithuania.
Africa.
That's
not
in
a
the country.
No, Conrad told me to tell you.
I'm sure.
Ah, yes.
Kenya. That's
Africa for you. That's go to Beijing. You know, the demo, when everything's the same temperature, not as interesting.
Actually, I think also the MIDI instrument is not
Ooh,
changing.
Moscow's
Oh,
cool.
Moscow. Jeez.
They're
But this worked on
struggling.
our machines, alright?
Classic computer science.
That's
They not
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it worked on mine.
Oh, you can actually, if you listen close enough, you can hear those super low notes. Not just the like the drone buzz there.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's our presentation.
Wait, hold on. Plug that back in.
Alright. Sorry.
Does anyone have questions?
I guess I can show the API stuff off.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I have too stupid.
Nah, I mean, you can ask anything. So basically, I guess it'd be better. So if I open up the actual Python file, it's pretty simple. We're just passing in the location, and since the API needs latitude and longitude, not a location, we have to go through a separate library to convert the location. We're just saying that over UDP. And then you can see inside Max, you can see Moscow and numbers, and then this is a sprintf function. I originally did this with like 50 messages, and it was terrible. And then I found out sprintf exists, which is kind of like a formatted string if anyone's programmed before. And you can see in here, %.4 just means like a float value is going to be replaced in there. And then we're going to add set URL to there, because to actually make Max an HTTP request isn't too difficult, but it uses dictionaries and this thing called Max URL. So you can see this left side is what we feed the data into. So our method, HTTP method is get, which is like how you communicate to the endpoint. Parse type JSON, which is really important for different reasons, and then the actual URL. And then you can see this is actually the response given by the API. Body, latitude, longitude, and then the temperature is right here. And you can see we do some parsing of the JSON to extract the numbers, and then based on that, we're just generating the music.
So Max gets the JSON, it just puts it in that nice little table like that?
So yeah, so Max's internal workings of dictionaries are actually JavaScript objects.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is actually I actually considered doing it in JavaScript, but didn't need to. So this dictionary, so you can see how this dictionary looks like this, and this dictionary has like cool arrows. That's because it's formatted as JSON. That's why I said parse type JSON is important. But yeah, so this is the actual API response we're getting from the endpoint.
So your data in the message boxes, then, because you have two, one with the header, like the body, hourly temperature, and then one with just the values.
Yeah,
After
so to query dictionaries in Max is a little weird. You have to like get, and then if you see you see how this says body, that's like the header.
Yeah.
And so body, and then we go down to hourly, which is another subheading.
Yeah. No, I get all that. But that bottom message box with all of the values in it, what are you're not pumping that entire list in to control MIDI values.
We are. So it's put into a queue.
Is that what
it's right
ZL?
here.
Okay, ZLQ.
So it's just going one by one, popping them off the stack.
Sweet.
And then
Yeah. So that's why you're getting a lot of notes very quickly. Right.
Yeah, and the MIDI instrument's supposed to change, but it wasn't, so sorry
Okay.
about that.
And so that's the tempo. The Metro 175 is the tempo you're using to read through
Yes.
each item
That's
of the
one
list.
them guys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the rate at which these notes are coming out.
Cool.
I tried as best I could to kind of sync it with the drum loop, but maybe it wasn't that great.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Yeah, and it's cool to see it in the buffer too.
Mm.
Like have the you're seeing some kind of warped waveforms. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, when you're
Have
listening
you-
to it,
I'm not sure if you are, I don't think so, but you could actually, since you're storing that, you have set playback, you're storing that in a buffer, you could read back that waveform as an audio file. You could use like Groove too. I know you're just doing like MIDI to frequency pitch conversion, but you could technically also read that from a buffer, and it would be pretty noisy and glitchy. Might be cool to hear how that sounds. But yeah, this is great.
1,000
Yeah.
musical degrees.
Yeah, sweet.
did we get our degrees?
Maybe computer science.
Yeah, no, these were all great. I kind of wish like we should have had like a concert. Like
Oh,
these are great. Yeah.
Especially with that first performance. Gee,
Oh my god, that first performance is
all
awesome.
of them were really good. You know.
We had
They're all
choreography and
really
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I did not realize how different everyone's things was gonna be.
Yeah, it was cool seeing what everybody came up with, for sure.
Yeah, no, super cool. So get all of the stuff in today, the like website, the static web page, all of the patches, audio files. I'll send the videos. I'm actually gonna turn this off.